Greetings, everybody, and welcome to the Strat-O-Matic Sports Network. This is the second game of a two-game series, the Baltimore Orioles at the Chicago White Sox, on September 2 in our 1969 Strat-O-Matic replay. And it's the first game of September 2. It's going to be Dave McNally coming off a no-no in his last pitching performance. He's got 19 wins. He can join Cuellar as two 20-game winners with the Orioles. Gary Peters going for the White Sox. He's won 6. Both are left-handers. I'll be back with the lineups in just a few minutes. Oh. 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 Welcome everybody to Comiskey Park for the game on September 2, 1969, Orioles at the White Sox, and it's the second of a two-game series. The White Sox won the first one 7-3. And the lineups today are as follows. For the Baltimore Orioles, Don Buford leads off in left. Merv Rettenman bats second. He's in center. Paul Blair's still out. Frank Robinson batting third in right field. Boog Powell at first base, hitting cleanup. Brooks Robinson at third base, batting fifth. Davey Johnson batting sixth at second base, and Kathy Harden has arrived. We welcome you. We welcome you. Andy Etchebarren doing the catching. He'll bat seventh. Mark Belanger batting eighth at short. And Dave McNally coming off a no-hitter with 19 wins, a left-hander batting ninth. And if he wins, both he and Cuellar will be 20-game winners for the Orioles. And the Orioles in first place in the American League East with a 23-game lead. They've won 97 and lost 38. For the Chicago White Sox, leading off and playing left field, Walt Williams. Batting second and playing short, Louis Aparicio. Batting third at first base, Ron Hansen. The cleanup hitter is Bill Melton. He's playing third base, of course. And here's Ron McGrath. We're glad to see you. Buddy Bradford in right field batting fifth. Don Pavletich doing the catching, batting sixth. Bobby Knopp batting seventh at second base. Ken Berry is in center, he's batting eighth. And Gary Peters, left-hander, batting ninth. He's won 6 games. Both Dave McNally and Gary Peters died in real world. Dave McNally at age 60 in 2002. He was diagnosed with lung and prostate cancer in 1997. He lived another 5 years. Gary Peters also has passed away more recently. It was this year in January, and he was age 85. And in 10 minutes, we expect the White Sox to take the field. We started here just a little early, so stand by. The tweet should be up, and it should be good. And it is. We have posted our updated standings since we have a few minutes. Why don't we go take a look at that? Yeah, if you go to our landing page here, click on community. You'll see all important announcements. In the National League, the Pirates have a 3.5 game lead over the Cardinals, 8.5 over the Cubs, 10 over the Mets. Mets have won 6 in a row. Cards have won 12 in a row. The Braves have a 4.5 game lead over the San Francisco Giants, who have lost 7 in a row. In the American League, it's pretty much a done deal. The Orioles have a 23 game lead, and the Twins have a 19.5 game lead. In the National League, McCovey leads with 44 home runs. Juan Marichal has 22. 3 pitchers have 19. Bill Hands, Phil Niekro, and Claude Osteen. In the American League, Hot Dog Jackson leads with 47 home runs. Frank Howard behind him with 44. Mike Cuellar has 20 wins, as I had mentioned. And both Boswell of Minnesota and McNally, Cuellar's teammate with Baltimore, have 19. So that's a chance for 2 20-game winners. Jim Palmer lost his bid to win his 17th, but he still might have a chance to win 20. He's won 16, and he was hurt for, weeks, maybe a month at least. All right, yes, Kathy Harden. Just taking some of that medicine, folks. Oh, Lord. We got about 5 minutes till game time, and we're hoping for a nice leisurely ball game. I was listening from YouTube to Seattle at the Yankees on September 2, 1969, Real World. And it went over 4 hours. It was Yankees 5, Seattle 4 in 15 innings. Not even. They got a walk-off of some type, a base hit. Pepitone came in that game. I'll most likely start Pepitone on this date. This is the first game of September 2 in our 1969 replay. And Steve Aquilung has arrived. Great to see you, Steve. The White Sox won this game in Real World 10-3. Apparently McNally got hit pretty bad. About 4 minutes, the White Sox should take the field. McNally pitched 5 innings. He allowed four runs and was taken out. Actually, he was taken out in the 6th, and the White Sox scored 9 runs in the 6th. That must have been some inning. So we have Ron, we have Kathy, we have Steve, and anybody else out there watching live or tuning in on demand. And the White Sox take the field. Gary Peters on the mound. He's 1-6. He is a left-hander. Taking his warm-ups. We thank Kathy Harden for the repost, and we really do. It means everything to me. And leading it off for the Orioles will be Don Buford, the left fielder, switch hitter, batting right. Peters is ready. Here's the pitch. 2-10, and he walked him. So Buford is on. He's a B. Not being held. Oh, I forgot to put the, I'm so sorry. I forgot to put my fielding ratings in for the White Sox. I was about to. Just bear with me. And we'll see what his rating is. Every once in a while you overlook something. Pavlitic is a +2. He'd be a 1-15, not being held. And we're going to send Buford. let people know what we're going to do here. But here's Rettenman now. And the pitch from Peters. There goes Buford. And he is out. Oh, what a beautiful throw by Pavlicich to get Buford. And we have a Kathy Harden for the Birds. Kathy Harden for the Birds. And so it's 1 out, nobody on. Rettenman with a 2-2 count. Fly ball left for Williams, 2 outs. And here's Frank Robinson. Peters. That's 5'8", right-handed, walked him. So Robinson on first. The second walk given up by Peters this inning. Here's big boom boom pal. First and second, 1 down. Brooks on deck. That's 3-11. Grounds it to first. This is a dribbler picked up by Hansen, and he takes it himself to the bag. And the side is retired. It's no runs, no hits, 2 walks, 1 left. And all that good stuff. And we've gone a half. It's Baltimore nothing, and Chicago coming up. And here's Dave McNally. He threw a no-hitter on the 30th, I believe it was, or was it the... I can't even remember. 29th. It couldn't have been 30th. It was the 29th, the 28th. His last outing, he did the unbelievable. Leading it off is Walt Williams for the White Sox. We're in Chicago at Comiskey Park. And McNally now. That's going to be a 2-6 left-handed. Grounds it to third for Brooks. Throws to Powell. 1 down. Here's Louis Aparicio, the veteran. Aparicio, right-handed hitter. It's McNally now. The wind-up and the pitch. 4-9, and it's a fly to right. And Frank Robinson makes the catch. 2 down. Here's Ron Hansen. And Mike Terranova has arrived. Great to see you, Mike. 2 down here. White Sox, bottom of the first. Hansen at the plate. McNally. 2-9. And it's a fly to left for Buford. And the side is retired. 1-2-3 for McNally. I guess he's gone 10 innings without a hit. I should go check that as we get ready for the top of the second. No score. Whoops. right. Yeah. Oh, no, that's not it. I'm not even going to look. Maybe it was the 28. Never mind, people. I'm so sorry. Great to see you, Mike. Here's Gary Peters now for the top of the second. If it goes on, I'll look it up. Here's Brooks Robinson. Peters the pitch. And he grounds it to first, and Hansen again has it. Takes it to the bag. One down. Davy Johnson. Four, six, a grounder to third. Melton throws across to Hansen, two down. And here's Andy Etchebarren. Six, nine. And it's a base hit for Etchebarren. Etchebarren on first with two down. Here's Belanger. Three, nine. And that's a drive hit out into the gap. It's dropping. It's a double. Etchebarren hustling, going to third. So it's second and third, two down. I'll tell you, Belanger's been hitting. And here's McNally. And it's a base hit, McNally. Etchebarren scores. Belanger scores. And it's 2-0 Orioles. McNally with a clutch. All those hits are clutch. A two-out rally single to knock both Etchebarren and Belanger home. McNally, and he's known, he hit a, I guess he hit a grand slam in a World Series game. I don't know which World Series it was, 70, 71. I mean, if that happened in Strat-O-Matic, you'd say it's ridiculous. He has end power. So McNally's on with two outs, and here's Buford. Here's Peters now. Grounds it to third, Melton, and the side is retired. But 2 runs on 3 hits, 3 consecutive hits, all with 2 outs. And after 1.5, it's 2-0 Baltimore. And we're doing it here on the Strat-O-Matic Sports Network, coming from you live at Studio B in Victoria Park, Fort Lauderdale, Florida. We're close to the downtown. We're about, I don't know, 5 blocks, 10 blocks from downtown. We're about 3/4 of a mile from the beach. So we're right in the heart here of Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Here's McNally. He's, we'll go look it up if this continues, but this must be his 10th no-hit inning in order. Here's Bill Melton now. McNally And he struck him out. McNally, we're going to have to look that shit up. I could get it right here off X. They have one thing I'll say, the search mechanism is very good. Here it is. August 29. I could look it up if I have to. Yeah, well, it's not me, it's Dave McNally. Let me check here on the 29th. Yeah, we're gonna pull it out. We'll pull it out right here. Here it is. There we go. Mike Terranova, Kathy Harden, everyone else, Ron. He pitched only, he pitched 9. He pitched 9 no-hit innings. And now he's in his 11th. There's really not much more we need to know. He pitched 9. We could probably go before that and see how he did. Okay, but I'm really not going to. It was 9. I mean, I should go back, but folks, I'd have to go back to about the 24th or the 23rd or the 25th of August, and I could, if this really goes crazy. Here's Buddy Bradford now. McNally has not allowed a hit in at least 10 innings. It's 1 out. Here's the pitch to Bradford. Grounds it back to McNally. He's a 5, people. A 5-6. A lot of shit gets by him. And that's going to be an S1. That shit's going to get by him. He's an E6. And it is a base hit, and that's the first hit. Buddy Bradford, who, by the way, hit a game-winning home run recently. I don't know who it was against. You want to see that? When I have a chance, Mike, I'll tell you what. I'd have to go on YouTube to do it. Okay, it wouldn't be easy. It would be very hard for me to do now, Mike. I would hate to disappoint you. And the pitch to Sandin. If you want, I could play you the final. Out. This is the replay of McNally's no-hitter. Thanks, Mike, for understanding. Here it is. Hitter batting right. And like I said, I was saving this up, folks. It's actually further up. Yes, it's John Stone. The only person to ever have a no-hitter in my replays. Don Gullett, 1971 Reds. You remember they weren't that good. They had a bad year. But Gullett, I called my two friends, my Strat-O-Matic friends. I told them. Neither believed me. And I didn't fucking care because I knew it was true. The beauty of this is recorded. The prankster at the plate. No signs of fun from John Stone. Left-handed hitter, this is lefty-lefty. McNally gets the sign, he's set into his windup. The pitch to John Stone. That's 2-6. And he pops it up to first. Frank Robinson has it. A no-hitter by Dave McNally. It happened, Kathy Harden. It happened, for Christ's sakes. It really, really happened. I just threw the dice as I would ordinarily, and it was a 2-6 popped up to first. This is the Strat-O-Matic Sports Network. The Dow closes at up 251. Well, that can only help. That can only help my misery. Thank you very much. 10 1/3 innings, Mike. You bet. And maybe more if we knew the before that. But meanwhile, it's Bradford on first with one down, and I digress. Here's Pavlitic now. McNally wants his 20th. That's 5-4 right-handed. Fly to center X. That's going to be Rettenman 3-3. That's a D2. That's a 16-3. That's an F2. That's more like it. Redmond and E3, that's 9-12. And he makes the catch. So that's one out. Oops. Sorry about that. Here's Bobby Knopp. We'll get rid of that. Redmond made the catch. It's Strat-O-Matic is a culture. Oh shit. Always make a frickin' mess. Oh. Here's Knopp. with 2 down, Bradford on first. The pitch from McNally. He struck him out, and that's the second for McNally. And the side is retired. 2-0 Birds through 2. And Peters comes out. He'll face Rettman to start it off. Peters. And it's a base hit to right. Just put it like that. Rettman on first. Good for a base hit. Here's Frank Robinson now. Grounded to third X. Melton. 326. That's 3. 26-3. And he throws him out. It's going to be a clean G1. And therefore, we're going to say that that is a double play. DP. That is a double play. Started by Melton. And that's going to be 2-away. And here's Boom Boom Pow. Five, 6. He struck him out. That's the first strikeout for Peters. Side retired, no runs. 1 hit with the double play. None left. And we're going to the bottom of the third. Here's McNally. 2-0 Orioles. Two, 6. Fly ball center field for Rettman. 1 away. Orioles looking to win their 98th of the season here tonight. Here's Peters now, pretty good hitter. 6 NL, 6'9", left-handed, lines it to second, and it's caught by Johnson. 2 away for Walt Williams. And he pops it up to short. This will end the inning. Belanger makes the catch. Wait a minute. And the side is retired. And a 1-2-3 for McNally, who's just been unbelievable. Ready to win his 20th tonight. Here's Gary Peters now. Brooks will lead it off. Here's the pitch to Brooks. And he pops it up to short. And Aparicio is there. 1 away for Davy Johnson. Peters winds. 4-5. Struck him out. Number 2 for Gary. And now Etchebarren. Oh. It's 6-3, right-handed. Flies it to right for Robinson, 2-4. F1. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. Bradford, a 211. I am so sorry. And it's an F1 though. Same difference. Bradford, 789, 11-9. And he makes the catch. And the side is retired, 1, 2, 3. And we've gone 3.5, it's 2-0. McNally facing Aparicio. Fly ball left. And Buford makes the catch, 1 away. Now Ron Hansen. Well, a no-hitter, then a one-hitter would be pretty good. 3-8. And that's hit well by Hansen. Into the gap, double. A double by Ron Hansen. He only had 6. Didn't play a whole lot. Wait a minute, 3-8, left-handed. There it is. He's good against left-handers. Hansen on second with 1 out. Here's Bill Melton. Pops it up behind the plate. Etchebarren makes the catch. 2 away for Buddy Bradford, who has, well, it's a 2-hitter now. Struck him out, and that is the side. We've gone 4. It's 2-0 Orioles here in the second game of this 2-game series. White Sox won the first game 7-3. You know, that's a good question, Mike. It's right now, and it's hard for me to estimate really well, but right this moment it's probably 71. And I'm looking for it to reach a low of 60 tonight, which is awesome. It's going to warm up next week. It actually will start warming up in the by Thursday. It's going to start warming up again into the upper 70s for highs. Our highs would be the upper 70s, and that's just thoroughly awesome. I mean, that is, you know, your evenings are in the 60s. Oh yeah, and we take it for granted. And what a delight it is for me to have my window open with no air conditioning. It's a rare thing. I'm going to take a break for about 3 minutes, folks. If you don't mind, I'll be back very shortly. I'm Jeffrey Guterman. This is the Strat-O-Matic Sports Network. Indeed. Here we are, top of the fifth. And Peters pitching pretty good baseball other than allowing the 2 runs in the second. Will face Belanger, who doubled and scored in the second. Here's Peters. And that's a base hit by Belanger. He's 2 for 2. And here's McNally in a bunter. He'll lay it down. Infield back, he's an A8. And it's sweet. It's hit to first. Hansen has to take it to the bag. And Belanger moves up to second. It's 1 out. Here's Don Buford. Peters. Grounds to short X. Aparicio, 222. It's a ground ball, G1, E22. 6-9-11. And he throws him out on a G1. It's a short. And Belanger has a chance to go. He will hold. That's a hard one to do solo. Buford grounds out to short. It's 2 outs now. Belanger on second, and here's Rettenmund. In for Blair. Fly ball left, should end the inning. It's a can of corn for Williams, and the side is retired. Middle of the fifth, 2-0 Birds. McNally throwing shutout baseball, 2 hits, no runs, struck out 3, no walks. Here's Pavlitic to lead it off. For 5, and he flies it to center. And Rettenmund getting under that. 1 away. That's the second fly ball by Pavlitic to Rettenmund. Here's Knopp. Grounder to second. That's Johnson, 2-14. It's a hard ground ball, G3, E14. 14-16. And oh, he boots it. It's going to be a G3, E1. It is booted by Davy Johnson. It happens, folks. Here's Ken Berry now. Knopp on first, 1 down. Grounder to short. This should be 2. Belanger to Johnson to Boom Boom, and it's a double play. The side is retired. Boom Boom Pal running in with the ball, throws it back. We've gone 5. It's a 2-0 ball game. The Dow ended 251.90. I like that Fetterman is given just all of us shit. He's complaining about a lot of shit. And a lot of it makes sense. I'm a true conservative. Everything in the last 30 years has been neoconservative. In fact, everything since Goldwater has been neoconservative. Well, here's Peters now, top of the 6th. And Frank Robinson will lead it off. I was severely worried about 5 minutes ago and before that. And then I just did some thinking to myself, and I told myself, well, Jeff, you just got to deal with this. You're not the only person that has to deal with things. No reason to get severely depressed. Just deal with it the best you can. It's not going to kill you. Here's Peters now. The pitch to Robinson. That's going to be 4-5 right-handed. Struck him out. So Peters handling the Orioles quite nicely now. Here's Boog Powell. Powell 0 for 2. Peters the wind-up. 3-5 hits it back to Peters. He fields it and throws it to Hansen, 2 away for Brooks Robinson. Grounded back again to Peters. Oh, and he fields it nicely. And he throws it over to Hansen. He had some confidence with that one. Nice motion. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Peters. We're in the middle of the 6th. And it's still a 2-0 ball game. We're at the end of this, but it's still going strong. We've got about 5 or 6 more of them. McNally will come up bottom of the 6th here. It's a 2-0 ball game. And Peters will hit. A 6 NL. 4-10. Catcher X, Etchebarren. 3-3. 3-11. It's going to be wild or not. It looks like it might be a pop-up or a dribbler. It's a dribbler in front of the plate. And Etchebarren throws him out. 1 down. And here's Walt Williams, a 303 hitter. 304, I'm sorry. 471 at bats. I don't know if he probably made the list. A minute with minimum bats. Here's the pitch. That's 1-7, and it's a base hit. Williams is on, and Aparicio is the tying run at the plate with 1 out. McNally's let up some hits in this game, but still pitching good baseball, great baseball. Here's McNally from the stretch, and the pitch to Aparicio. 6-11, grounds to first, boom, boom, steps on the bag, throws to Johnson at second, and it's a double play, and that was beautiful. That was like ballet. Boom, boom, Powell caught the ground ball quickly on a 1 hop, stepped on the bag, and then what a motion. Over to Johnson at second to double Williams. And the side is retired. No runs, 1 hit, none left. We've gone 6. And this is a 2-0 frickin' ball game. And here's Peters. It's going to be Johnson, Etchebarren, and Belanger here in the top of the Orioles' 7th. Don't miss tomorrow's game, scheduled at 4 p.m. Eastern U.S. time. Hasn't been posted yet. Be the Chicago Cubs at the Cincinnati Reds. Ferguson for Chicago Cubs and Cloninger for the Reds. And just to remind everybody, the Cubs are only 8 1/2 games behind Pittsburgh. So they'll be looking to beat the Reds, who are a good 14 behind, tied with Houston for 3rd, 1 game under 500. It's going to be Davy Johnson to lead it off. Here, top of the 7th, Davy. Here's Peters. And that is a double down the line for Davy. Davy leads off with a double. And Andy Etchebarren is the batter. This is Gary Peters' first endurance inning. Wood pitched in this game. Remember, Chicago won it big, 10-3. Here's the pitch to Etchebarren. He grounds to first. Johnson will move to advance on that. Hansen takes it to the bag, 1 out. Here's Belanger now. Belanger 2 for 2. This bottom part of the order has really come through, including McNally. And the pitch. 2-6, grounds to short. Aparicio holds Johnson at 3rd and throws Belanger out, 2 away. And here's McNally. Clutch situation. Here's Peters. And he grounds it to first for Hansen. And the side is retired. So they strand Johnson at 3rd base. We're in the middle of the 7th inning stretch here. It's 2-0 Orioles. Here's McNally now. Hansen to lead it off. Chi Sox hoping to get something going here in the late innings. Off McNally, 5-6, and he grounds it to short. Belanger throws to Powell, 1 down. He's mighty tough though, McNally, coming off a no-hitter. 2-4 to Melton, fly ball right for Robinson. 2 outs. Frank Robinson with the catch. Here's Buddy Bradford. Chi Sox down by 2. 2 outs, bottom of the 7th. And it's a grounder to first. Boom, boom. Jogs it to the bag, and it's a 1-2-3 again for McNally. After 7, it's 2-0. Peters in his 2nd endurance inning, and he's fresh. Buford will lead it off. Buford 0 for 2 and a walk. And it's a base hit, Buford. I wonder if they'll send him again. It's 1-15. Let's see if he's even being held. Oh, yes, he is. He won't go. Be a 1-12. Here's the pitch to Redmond. And it's a base hit up the middle. Good thing they didn't send him. Buford goes to second. And he will go to third. They'll let him go. So it's first and third, no outs for Frank Robinson. One more hit or walk, Peters is through. And it would be Wood. Maybe. A fly ball center, this will score a run. Berry makes the catch and Buford jogs home, tagging. It was hit fairly deep. And it's a 3-0 ball game. Here's Powell now. Redmond on first, one down. Here's Peters. Struck him out. Oh, a big one for Gary Peters. Trying to keep the White Sox in this ball game. 2 down now. And here's Brooks. Grounds to second X. That's for Knop 216. First. And he grounds out to Knop, and the side is retired. So Peters gets somewhat out of it. 1 run for the Birds. And middle of the 8th, it's now 3-0. Be the bottom half of the order here. Pavlicich to lead it off. They might hit for Peters if he comes up. 1-2, grounds it to short. Belanger throws him out, 1 away. It's just McNally is so tough. He's throwing a 3-hit shutout. The pitch to Knop. Grounds it to first X. Boom, boom. 3-8. And he takes it to the bag, 2 away for Ken Berry. Peters will come out and pitch the 9th. If he doesn't come up, pitch to Berry, 3-8, and he grounds it back to McNally, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 for McNally, and we're heading to the 9th. Peters has gone all the way. He's allowed 3 runs in 8 innings. On 8 hits, he's walked 2, struck out 4, and it'll be Davy Johnson here in the top of the 9th. Peters. Whoop, that's a re-roll. That did not quite, don't even look. There we go, 2-6. And it's hit well by Johnson into the gap, a double, his 2nd of the game. Johnson is some hitter. Here's Etchebarren now. Johnson on second, 1 more hit or walk. Peters is done. That'll be 6-7 right-handed, grounds to second for Knop. And he throws him out. That will be Johnson goes to third. Reading that super advanced chart. Still not taking everything for granted. Here's Belanger. Johnson on third, one down. That's 5-7 right-handed, struck him out. That's number 5 for Gary Peters. And here's McNally. .65, right-handed hitter. And it's a grounder to short, Aparicio. 3-2, 22. 10. And he throws him out, and the side is retired. We're going to the bottom of the ninth. It's 3-0 Orioles. McNally has gone all the way, looking for his 20th win. He'll be the second pitcher in the American League to win 20, and along with he and his teammate Mike Cuellar. There's going to be a hitter here for Peters. He pitched pretty good baseball, really good baseball. Let's see who it's going to be now. Against McNally, the left-hander. It will be Dwayne Josephson, a right-handed hitter. Dwayne Josephson, the backup catcher. Herman catches, and so does Pavlitich. They have about 3 people who they use. You should have at least 3 catchers. Here's Dwayne Josephson to pinch hit for Peters. Bottom of the ninth, McNally on the mound. The wind-up and the pitch. That's 5-11 right-handed, grounds it to first. Powell, 3-8. E8, 10. And he takes it to the bag. 1 away. So be the final game of the series. Here's Walt Williams now. Williams 1 for 3. McNally has been so tough. 3-hit shutout after a no-hitter. Okay, McNally gets the side. He winds, and the pitch to Williams. And that is a base hit for Williams, his second hit of the ball game. So Aparicio is coming up. He's 0 for 3. White Sox down by 3 here. Bottom of the ninth. Here's McNally. That's 3-12 left-handed. Hit him! Oh, Aparicio was hit. And that'll be first and second. Hansen comes up. He's the tying run at the plate. Oh, my. Here comes Ron Hansen. McNally trying to get out of this. Oh! Oh! Ooh. First and second one down. Hansen at the plate. 5-8 grounds it to third. The ball game's over. A double play. Brooks to Johnson to Powell. And the ball game is over. Final here, 3-0 Orioles on another stellar, a 4-hit shutout by McNally, his 20th of the season. He walked nobody. The final line, Baltimore 3 runs, 9 hits, 1 error. White Sox no runs, 4 hits, and no errors. Another great game by McNally. We hope you enjoyed this as part of the Strat-O-Matic Sports Network. Fantastic ball game. I want to thank everybody for being here tonight for this ball game. This has been a presentation of the, 4 hits in 2 games, you bet. The Strat-O-Matic Sports Network. I'm Jeffrey Guterman. My games, it was a great game, Kelly. Mike, thank you. Player of the game, McNally. Unless you have an idea. And anyway, he had 2 frickin' runs batted in with that base hit. Dave McNally. Unless you have a different candidate. Thank you, Kathy Harden. Dave McNally. To learn all about him, just Google him. He was born on Halloween in 1942 in the war, during the war. It's a war baby. He was a bit older, about 4 years older than a boomer. Same year, I guess, the same year that Biden was born. It's a different world back then. He was born in Billings, Montana, and he died there. I guess that was home. He died there at age 60. He died of cancer. All right. Oh, everybody vote. Yeah, everybody vote. Well, tomorrow will be the Cubs at the Reds. I think that's a rivalry, if I'm not mistaken. I know St. Louis and the Cubs, St. Louis and the Reds. These are rivalries. These go back. These are Midwestern teams that go back. I call them Midwestern. Back in the day, they were the Western teams. St. Louis, Chicago, Cincinnati, Cleveland. Chicago, both of them. Chicago had 2 teams, St. Louis had 2 teams, Ohio had 2 teams, still does. New York had 3 teams. Pennsylvania had 2. Boston had 2. I mean, so it really goes back to a very, very concentrated market. Mostly the Northeast, and then you had the West, though. You had St. Louis, Chicago, Cleveland, Cincinnati. You know what I'm saying? All right, Mike, I'm so glad that I can make your day with that. You're a very nice man to say such a thing. And I'm going to be signing off now in just a couple minutes and hope to stay out of trouble for the rest of the evening. You all have a good night. I did want to just mention that if you go, I'm sure you know it, you have some people who really do some interesting things with Strat-O-Matic. They make good videos. Take care, everybody. Thank you.